Okay, wait. Look at this bag. It's chunky, colorful, and yeah, it's made out of t-shirt yarn. In this video, I will show you how to crochet it from start to finish. It's super beginner friendly. And bonus, you can wear it in 2 ways, which is kinda cool, right? Alright, grab your yarn and let's get into it. For this project, we are going to need around 600 grams of t-shirt yarn. This yarn is 100% polyester and the yarn strand width is around 1 inch, so roughly around 2 centimeters width. So any similar yarn for this project will work. And I will be using 2 different shades of blue. For the hook, I am choosing a 10mm one, scissors, of course, and some stitch markers. And a darning needle, but it's totally optional. A quick reminder that with one Patreon membership, you unlock my all written patterns, and I keep updating them and adding new designs. And of course, please join my Telegram crochet community to help each other, support each other, share ideas. See you there. All links will be linked down in the description. Let's start by making a foundation chain. So now I will prepare my 2 strands because we will work in 2 strands. So I take both colors by the ends, and now we will begin by making a slip knot. So just leave a few inches and then wrap the yarn around your fingers in the X position like this, and then push the working yarn through the loop and create this sort of knot, a looped knot. And now we will insert the hook into the loop, tighten it a bit, and now we will start by chaining 3. So yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop. So for the first row, we will begin in working in the 3rd stitch, and we will make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert into the 3rd stitch from the hook, yarn over, grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Now again, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And here it is, we have the first double crochet done. And the chain of 3 doesn't count as a double crochet. So now continue making double crochet. So insert into the same stitch. We are working in the same stitch, 3rd from the hook of the foundation chain. So now we have the second one done. Now just yarn over and continue into the same stitch. Grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Now yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So now just keep making until we have 6 double crochets in total. Here it is, what we have after the first row. We already have this sort of crescent, half circle shape, and we will keep building it and make it bigger. So from this point, we have 6 double crochets finished. And now we will start working on the second row. So here we are not chaining 1 as usual, like for the turning chain. So we are not doing that. We will do a double stacked single crochet in the first stitch. This will give so much straighter edges for our half circle. So now we will insert into the very first stitch. grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook. Now yarn over and pull through 2. So this is our first single crochet. And now we will work the second one on top. So we will insert in that the second loop. In this loop, insert the hook, grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this is our double stacked single crochet, and it does count as a double crochet. So it's basically a variation of a double crochet. So now we are marking. It's gonna be our first stitch. We need to place a stitch marker. Here it is. We have the first double crochet done. And now in the same stitch, we are placing one more double crochet. Now just a regular one. So yarn over, insert into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull a loop. Now yarn over. We have 3 loops on the hook. Now yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So here will be our first increase. So increase means 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So now in the next, we are placing again 2 double crochets. So for the second row, we are placing only increases. So we are doubling the amount of stitches. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So this is our second increase. We have 4 stitches already. And now place 2 double crochets in each stitch. So after this, we have to have 12 double crochets. Let's finish the row together. We have the last stitch, which is this one, and we will place the last increase, 2 double crochets. So insert, yarn over, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And the last double crochet to finish the increase. After finishing the second row, we need to have total of 12 double crochets. So here it is, how it looks so far. To start row number 3, again, we are not chaining anything. We just immediately turning the project. And again, we will start in the very first stitch and placing a double stacked single crochet again. So insert the hook into the first stitch, grab the yarn and pull a loop. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this is the single crochet, and now we are double stacking. So insert into that second loop of the single crochet, grab the yarn, pull a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook, and now yarn over and pull through 2. And this is our double stack single crochet, which means it is working as a double crochet. So place a stitch marker just right over here to know where to finish, where we started and where to finish the row. And now continue in the same stitch, 1 more double crochet. So the first stitch is always an increase here. In the next stitch, we are working only 1 double crochet. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. In the next stitch, we are placing an increase. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And now one more double crochet in the same stitch. So yarn over, insert, grab the yarn, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So here it is the pattern, an increase. So 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, an increase, 1 double crochet. So now we're gonna place 1 double crochet, and in the next an increase. So just keep repeating that until you finish the row. We have the last stitch of the row, and it's gonna be a 1 double crochet. So insert, grab the yarn, pull a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and take out the stitch marker. And here it is what we have after 3 rows. We have almost done half of the body of the bag. So in total we should have 18 double crochets. Row number 4. So again, we are not chaining anything, just immediately turning the project. And we're gonna start again the next row with double stacked single crochet in the first stitch. So again, insert into the very first stitch and make a single crochet like that. And now a double stacked, it means we are inserting into the second loop of this single crochet and make a single crochet on top. So this is our first double crochet. Just place a stitch marker. Here it is. And now we will place 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So we are making an increase. In the next stitch, place 1 double crochet. In the next, again, work 1 double crochet. So after 2 singles, we are placing an increase, 2 double crochets in 1. So this is the pattern for this row. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and increase, 2 double crochets. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and increase. So repeat this until you finish the row. The last stitch of the row, it will be just 1 double crochet. After this round, we should have a total of 24 stitches. And the last row, row number 5. So we are beginning the same without a chain, just turning. And again, a double stacked single crochet as usual. The first stitch is an increase, so we are placing 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. Now in the next 3 stitches, we are placing 1 double crochet each. After 3 double crochets, in the next we are placing an increase. And basically this is the pattern for this row. So increase, 3 double crochets, increase, 3 double crochets, and so on. After row number 5, we should end up with total of 30 stitches. We want to smooth out the edge, this part. We will be placing a single crochets for this row. So we will start by chaining 1. And now for each double crochet, we are placing 2 single crochets. So for each row, 2 single crochets. So until the middle part, we should place a 10 single crochets. So let's start. I will show you how I'm doing. So we have the double crochet here, the first one, and we have the sort of 2 loops, like one here, and we will place it here, 1 single crochet. So basically we are making a single crochet on the top part of double crochet, and now around the bottom part of the double crochet. So just, yes, insert between the double crochets around the first one, and here it is, 2 single crochets for each row. So now carry on the next row, on the next double crochet. So insert here will be the top part of double crochet, and now around the double crochet, the bottom part, so just around here, insert and make a single crochet. So here it is, 1 row and the second row, and we have 4 single crochets already. So now carry on the another double crochet, and we have the sort of two loops for the double crochet, and we are inserting 1 single crochet in each of them, and just continue until we reach the center part. After we did for the rows, we are placing 1 single crochet in the center, like that. And I will be bringing along the ends, the yarn ends as well. And just continue placing 2 single crochets around each double crochet. And this is the last double crochet, so place 2 single crochets. So let's place 1 and another one right there. So here it is. After this round, we should have the total of 21 single crochets. So now this is the end with this part of the body bag, and we're just leaving a few inches and cut the yarn. Now I will take out the loop and tighten it a bit, and we will do an invisible join. So I'm just inserting the hook from the other side through the both loops of the stitches, and we'll grab the yarn end and pull it through like this. And now we want to create the sort of V, the V of the stitch, V shape. And now I will insert in the middle of the stitch like this through the back loop and pull that yarn through. And this will create this V shape of the regular stitch. And it will look like a regular stitch, but it's a fake stitch. And now I will go through the horizontal loop of the stitch from the other side, and basically just quickly weaving in the yarn end, making a couple of knots just to secure that it won't unravel. I will show you how to close the center loop, the center part where we started the first row. It sort of now have this hole. I don't like it, so I will show you how I'm closing it. So I realized I didn't need to take the yarn ends together while creating the edge. So I'm just taking these out, and I'm grabbing a slightly smaller hook, a 7mm one, and I will go in the middle of the stitches around this hole and will pull the yarn ends through like that, and just go through all the stitches around, basically like in the middle of the stitch, and just grab the yarn ends and pull it, and just go around all of them, all those 6 double crochets we made at the beginning. So after going through all the stitches, I'm just pulling it, just pull it tighter, and it's sort of already like, look, almost closed, and I'm just tighten it so it closes totally the middle, and I'm just making some knots, and again weaving in quickly just to make it safe that it won't unravel. So now we need 2 of those half moons, half circles. So repeat totally the same process we did so far to make another half circle. And here I have my 2 half circles, and this will be our body of the bag. And basically this will be like the open part where we put the stuff in, and the round edge will be our base. We need to create the base for the round edge, and we will connect them all together. So it will have this sort of wider base, so it's that it would hold the shape we want to create, this half moon shape. So now we will begin on working for the base of the bag. It's very simple. We're gonna again start with 2 strands of the yarn. You can change the color here, it doesn't matter. So start with the slip knot, wrap around your fingers and pull a loop like this. And now with the same hook, we will create a chain of 5. So yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop, yarn over and pull a loop until we have chain of 5. And here it is. We have our foundation chain ready, and now we will start in the second stitch from the hook and create 1 single crochet there. So just a regular single crochet. Like this, we have the first one. Now into the next, again, 1 single crochet. And just finish the row with single crochets. So it's gonna be total 4 of single crochets. Here it is, the first row of the base is done, 4 single crochets in total. And now, as usual now, we are not chaining one. We're just turning it immediately. And in the very first stitch, we are placing one single crochet. Into the next, again, insert, grab the yarn, pull a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Make 4 singles in total. The second row is done. It should look something like this. Again, turn, and in the first, one single crochet. In the next, one single crochet. In the next, one single crochet. And here's the last one single crochet. So basically now we are just creating this rows of 4 single crochets until we have total of 32 rows. So we're gonna place it around our outer part of the half circle. So just keep creating until we have 32 rows. So here it is how our base should be looking at the moment. I already finished it, and I finished it with the chain of 1. I cut the yarn and took out the loop, and it's now have this like little knot, and it's pretty tight so it doesn't unravel. So now massage it and stretch it out. So it will be enough length for us to cover the outside part of our half circle. So just don't be gentle. The t-shirt yarn likes to be stretched out and give it a little shape. So now I will quickly measure. We have a 2.2 inches in width. So it's roughly around 5.5 centimeters. And in length, our base is, we have around 54 centimeters. So it's 21.2 inches. So it should have the similar size for you as well, if you are crocheting in the same sized yarn. And now the body of the bag for us, we have around 18 centimeters. And so it's 7.1 inches in height for this bag. And then the length of the bag is roughly around 36 centimeters, so 14.2 inches. And now the outside part of the half circle, we should have the same as the bag, the base. So yeah, it's around 21 inches, 54 centimeters, so it's perfect. And this is how the base will look, how we're gonna need to connect to the body of the bag. So we're gonna place it something like this, and then on top will be the other half. So from the bottom, the bag will look like this, the base will look like this, and we're gonna connect on the sides like that. Very roughly, because we like to give this like modern grunge look for the bag. So now for the connecting base to the body of the bag, I will like to use some different colored yarn. So it doesn't have to be the same, just this is my way of creating this bag. And we will work in double strand for connecting the parts. so this will be more sturdier. And I will measure around 2.5 meters for the strands, for the double strand, for the connection, one side connection of the body of the bag. So 2.5 meters. And now put those yarn ends together and we will start working. So here I tried working with the darning needle, but it wasn't very easy for me. So I even chose to use a hook, just a regular hook, and afterwards simply just with my fingers going through the stitches. So choose your way, which is easier for you. So now I'm grabbing the base of the bag from the part where we started creating the base. So basically from the foundation chain of the base, and choose the wrong side now of your first half circle. And just make the good side be facing you. And now we will start from the very first stitch. First stitch from the base, the first row, the first single crochet basically, and go through that and create this sort of loop now. And immediately go through the body of the bag. So I will use here just a hook to show you clearly. So we have these first two single crochets, and we will work in the middle of the second one, because we will be connecting the parts in between the double crochets of the last row. So in between we have these holes. So we're gonna push the yarn through that, not through the top of the stitch, but through the in between the double crochets. So to create the similar effect, if we're gonna insert here, the first stitch will go in the middle of the second single crochet of the edge. So we're gonna pull the yarn, the loop, through the stitch. So now just insert the hook in the second single crochet in the middle of it, and now just slightly grab the loop from the back of the body and pull it through, just very slightly. Don't pull it too hard, just like that. And now we have the loop through both parts of the bag, and now we just create this knot with the ends of the bag. Just pull the ends and tighten it. Just create this sort of little knot like this. And with all the other yarn ends, we're gonna leave from basically this point. You can either keep them just hanging like this freely, or you're gonna weave it in. So it's gonna be your choice as well. So now let's go into the next double crochet of the bag. So here it is, the second one. So not through the tops, but in between the double crochets. And now we're gonna choose this, and I'm gonna push the connecting yarn through that double crochet. So we are connecting basically the parallel stitches of the base and of the body of the bag. So this is the second. I'm gonna put the hook through the back of the bag and pull the yarn through it. Yes, pull it all the way. And now find the second single crochet on the second row. This is the stitch. And insert the hook. And now grab the connecting yarn and pull it all the way through it. And now again, we are finding the third double crochet in between the double crochet, and with the hook, pull it to the bad side, the connecting yarn, like this, all the way through. Now locate the third stitch of the base, the third row of the base, and this is it. Now insert the hook and grab the yarn, the connecting yarn, and pull all the way again. Now again, in between the next double crochets, insert the hook and pull the connecting yarn through it. Let's go one more time together. So locate now the fourth row of the base, and the last single crochet of that row will be here. Insert the hook and pull the connecting yarn through the stitch. Locate the parallel double crochet in between the double crochets, the next one. Insert the hook through the back and pull the connecting yarn through that hole in between the double crochets, all the way through it. And basically, this is the way of connecting those parts together. Just parallel stitches, base stitch and the body of the bag, and just create these outside stitches so it would be visible. And just keep connecting the stitches until you have the base already attached to the body of the bag. So we are already at the end of connecting the base to the body of the bag. So just go back and forth just for a few stitches. And here I just finding the middle of the second single crochet of the edge. So this will be the last stitch, connecting stitch of the body of the bag. And now into the base, just finding the very corner stitch and going through that as well. And basically we finished connecting one side of the bag. And now I'm just will create a knot to connect, to secure, just basically to secure the connecting yarn that it wouldn't unravel. And I'm doing this with the hook, just a little knot. And then of course is your preference if you want to keep the yarn ends hanging, because I am choosing to do so, or you just can weave it in from the inside of the bag. So here it is, how the stitches are looking. And hanging yarn tails, I will make them a little shorter later, so just it's up to you. And now just again massage the base a little bit, just extend it, give it a little shape so it would sit in the right places. And now repeat the same process for the other side of the half circle to connect it to the base. So the body of the bag is finally finished. This is how the connected three parts are looking together, how the base is looking. We have those nice outside stitches with different yarn. It gives a very nice pop of color. And the yarn ends, whether you choose to weave it in or leave it as it is. And this is the inside of the bag. So now the last part is left to create the handle. And now I am searching for the right part. So this will be the right side of connecting the handle. So we're just gonna continue working the base on the base. So it sort of has this infinity energy, extended base to the handle. So I'm gonna grab the two straps of the yarn we just worked with for the body of the bag and make a slip knot. So just pull the yarn through and make a knot like this. And now the slip knot we will attach to the base. So just right here. Basically attached to the base of the last stitch we created for that base. So attach it into the, for us it's gonna be the first stitch, but for the base is the last stitch. So, and pull it through and make a chain of 1. So this will attach the slip knot to the base really nicely. And now the next step is to make a 1 single crochet in the same stitch. So in the first stitch we are creating 1 single crochet. Now in the next stitch, 1 single crochet again. In the next, 1 single crochet, and the last single crochet in the last stitch, and finish it. All right, so we already made one row of the handle, and it looks the same as the base, so that's great. So now we are again not chaining 1, just immediately turning and placing 1 single crochet in the very first stitch. Now in the next, 1 single crochet, so total we should have for each row 4 single crochets. So just repeat making rows of 4 single crochets until you find it long enough for your bag. So I'll see you at the end of making the handle. I just almost finished making the handle, and I made a total of 32 rows. So basically the same as we made for the base of the bag. So now again, we're gonna stretch it out, massage it through all the parts of the handle. Just extend it. Yes, like this, and like that. And now I will quickly measure how much length we have for this handle. And here it is, 40 and 53 centimeters. So it's 21 inches so far. And now we will, there's two options you can choose for your handle. So the option number one would be just to finish right here and just cut the yarn and sew it to the other side of the base and just keep it like this. Gorgeous. But the other option, the second one, which I will choose as well, is to have something like these carabins or these sort of jewelry rings with almost like a carabin, which we will use to attach the handle to the body of the bag. So basically, just we're gonna go through a few stitches with one carabin, and the other carabin side will hold the handle. So it will look this like more street style will have. I will choose today to use these rings. I like them more because my carabins are slightly like too little. I don't like them here, but I will use a few rings together and we're gonna create something like this, attached to the body and to the handle. So now, to have a nice finished handle, we're gonna decrease for a few rows. What does it mean to decrease? So we're gonna make less stitches for each round. So now we're gonna insert the hook and pull a loop, almost like a single crochet. But now immediately we're gonna go into the next stitch and pull a loop. So we have 3 loops on the hook. And now we're gonna yarn over and go through all 3 stitches. This is looking like a half double crochet, but we connected 2 stitches together. And now just continue making regular single crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and the other one. The last stitch or last single crochet. So now for this row we have only 3 single crochets left. So 1, 2 and 3. Now we're gonna turn and doing the same process. Insert the hook, grab the yarn in the first stitch. Now in the second, again grab the yarn and pull a loop. So we have 3 loops on the hook. And now we're gonna yarn over and pull through all 3 loops and finish with the 1 single crochet in the very last stitch. And now after this row we only have 2 single crochets left. Now twist again and finish with the decrease. Insert, don't finish the single crochet, insert into the next, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like this. And now we have this sort of triangle at the end, which is a bit more nicer and looks more finished for the whole bag design. So after this, I am just cutting the yarn, leaving a few inches. And now I will take the loop out. Yes, just take it out. And this is what we have. We have the 3 loops on of the last decrease. And now I will add the first string carabin on those 3 loops we have on the yarn, like the last 3 loops right here. we're gonna go with that ring through all of them. Gonna catch them in one. I'm trying to take the second one. And the last one goes right on that ring. And let's close it. So we have this end of the handle looking nicely and sturdy. And for the end of the yarn, we're gonna slightly weave it in and make a few knots just to secure it. And you can weave it in all the way to the end, that the end of the yarn won't be visible. But after making a knot, I will just leave them hanging because I already like the almost unfinished design for this bag. So one ring carabin is not enough for me, so I will add 3 more, so 4 in total. And now I will attach them on the base of the bag, of the body of the bag. And I will find the middle stitch of the base. Just locate the middle, which looks the best for you, which stitch looks the best for you. And I will attach those rings, just one of the rings, through that stitch. All right, here it is, all 3 attached. And now I will connect them together, the handle to the base. And yeah, this carabin, those rings gives a little extra, something extra to the bag. So now, just as I mentioned before, you can weave it in all the yarn ends if you want, or leave it as it is. And this is it. Your half moon crochet bag is finally finished. I love that you can wear it in 2 ways, as a fanny pack or just as a shoulder bag, the way you like. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this tutorial. I hope you will make one for yourself or for your friend. Please give a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next ones. Bye bye.